Ladies and gentlemen, the policeman who repeatedly raped a 13-year-old girl inside a police station for 4 months and later forced her abortion using government medical apparatus has finally been arrested in Odisha. Viewers, this case will be the true test of the amended POCSO Act, which makes rape punishable by death. Let's debate.
A 7-year-old's lifeless and decomposed body was dumped in a forest near her house in Tamil Nadu's Pudukkottai. She was abducted, battered, raped and murdered by this beast. Look at his photograph closely. This rapist's name is Raja and he deserves nothing less than death penalty. The sheer brutality has sent shockwaves across the country.
Minister Edapadi Panichami has also put out a tweet stating that this incident which happened at Pudukkottai is really shocking, and the accused will be arrested soon and action will be taken soon. And recently, just 5 minutes back, the Chief Minister also announced a compensation of 5 lakh rupees to the family members of a 7-year-old child who was brutally raped and murdered.
In the state of Odisha, a policeman who is a blot on the police force has been arrested. A predator, a rapist, a savage. His name is Arnab Chandramaji. As the inspector in charge of Birmitrapur police station in Odisha, he along with his aides repeatedly raped a 13-year-old girl for 4 months, impregnated her and got a government hospital doctor to terminate the pregnancy. The top cop of Odisha has publicly apologized to the rape survivor. But that's just not enough.
क्राइम ब्रांच टीम पूर्णा इंस्पेक्टर आनंद चंद्र माझी को आज अरेस्ट करी से बोइंडा आउटपोस्ट जे अच्छी अनुगुल थानार ता भितर गोटे फॉरेस्टेड एरिया रे निजको आत्मगोपन करके रही थिले क्राइम ब्रांच टीम बहुत सक्सेसफुली तांको अरेस्ट करी छी.
As per the amended POCSO Act, aggravated sexual assault by a person in position of power is punishable by death. Tariq pe tariq must not be allowed, especially not when predators like Anand Chandramaji, who were once part of the system, know the loopholes.
आनंद चंद्र माझी जो हैं उनको क्राइम ब्रांच ने एक स्पेशल टीम उनको गिरफ्तार किया है, अरेस्ट किया है. और दूसरी तरफ जो उड़ीसा के जो डीजीपी हैं मिस्टर अभय, वो भी जो आनंद चंद्र माझी जो इंस्पेक्टर थे उनको डिसमिस कर दिए हैं. और इसके बाद अभी कुछ समय पहले उनको सुंदरगढ़ में पॉक्सो कोर्ट जो रहता है नाबालिग के साथ जो घटना हुई है उसको लेके आपका सुंदरगढ़ जिले में जो पॉक्सो का कोर्ट है वहाँ पे उनको हाजिरा किया गया था. उससे पहले राउरकेला गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल जो है वहाँ पे उनका स्वास्थ्य अवस्था भी जांच किया गया था.
These cases from Odisha and Tamil Nadu have come at a time where the country is battling a pandemic, when citizens are observing rules of the lockdown. If justice is not served on time, these protests and this show of anger will do nothing but ring hollow. Let's debate.
We have the very well-known, respected classical dancer, member of parliament, activist Sonal Mansingh, Anuja Kapoor, criminal psychologist, T.R. Kakkar, former Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, former Commissioner, Nupur Sharma, of course. And my first question is to Sasmit Patra. Please explain to Sonal Mansingh, and you can start the debate. The DGP says our apologies to the young girl. A 13-year-old child is raped by a policeman and the DGP offers his apologies? What do you mean our apologies? The police claims it is committed to serve the people of Odisha. A little girl is raped within the 4 walls of a police station repeatedly. And the DGP says our apologies? What do you mean our apologies? Sasmit.
Thank you, Arnab. You see, firstly, it is not only about the apology here. Let me tell you the action that the state government has taken so far. Article 311, 2B of the Indian Constitution has been invoked. and that concerned person, that IIC has been immediately, strong and exemplary action has been taken. And invoking this article of the Indian Constitution, he has been removed and dismissed from service. Not only that, he was hiding in a forest. Crime branch inquiry was conducted. He has been arrested and he has already been produced before the POCSO court, and he will be tried to the strictest punishment. Here, let me tell you, Arnab, one thing on a personal note. It's ironic that today we're talking about the POCSO Act because a few months back when the POCSO Act was being debated, I was one of the members of parliament in the Rajya Sabha who had advocated for death penalty. So therefore, the strictest punishment that can be meted out for people under the POCSO Act will be pursued by the state government. That's point number one.
No, may I intervene here on your point number one? Then you should tell Sonal Mansingh if he means that, Sonal Mansingh. If he means that, and he's not just saying this for a political purpose, then I think Sonal Mansingh, the Member of Parliament, Shashmit Patra, should say that the government of Odisha is going to ask for the death penalty for this policeman who turned into a barbarian and raped the 13-year-old girl again and again and again inside police premises. He should say so, otherwise his words will be hollow. What do you think? The government of Odisha should commit that it will ask for the death penalty in this case.
Can I respond?
No, Sonal Mansingh first. Let me get her views.
Thank you. I totally agree with you, Arnab. Sometimes words sound hollow, and the government has to come on board. The Chief Minister, no less than the Chief Minister of Odisha, has to publicly promise that this will be taken care of in the best way, the strictest punishment, that no less than, the death penalty. And all such crimes will be dealt with in the same way. Tribal girl, 13-year-old. I believe only last year, finally, they set up 24 POCSO courts, only last year. But within the span of 5 years, there have been about 5,000 rapes. I was looking at the statistics. They are absolutely shocking. Maybe no less, no more than other states. But Odisha, is supposed to be such a Sanskrit, civilized state with so much culture there. And the tribals are so respected. Because Jagannath is a tribal god originally.
Yeah.
Nilamadhav.
Yeah.
I cannot understand the demonic nature. And that policeman, he was not only one. I believe there's another one who's also missing. And the girl has named her 2 boyfriends and the stepfather as well. So the whole thing sounds like a horrible
ordeal,
conspiracy of sexual abetment and sexual torture. I'm very sorry to hear this about Odisha.
No,
very sorry.
Can I respond to Sonalji?
Yeah, you can, but you because you're limited time, you make a commitment that, you came to power on a woman-centric manifesto. You said women are the double engines of growth. I have your manifesto with me. You promised 33% women candidates. Why can't you say that Naveen Patnaik's government will ask for the death penalty in this case? Simple. Anuja, should he not say that? Anuja, should he not make that commitment? Anuja is with you. I just like you to hear others' views as well. No, I'd like you to hear others' views as well. Anuja.
Arnab, let me make that commitment. That the state government...
Anuja's making a point. Anuja.
Yeah, let me put it through. The death penalty which we're talking about, death penalty is there if you give it to them, because POCSO law says that the death penalty should be given. But even if we give death penalty, sir, I know what happens in the government, how much long it takes. And it is a shameful thing that every time when we talk about a child and a woman, every time we have to see that the people who are in power are the one who are harassing. For how long will you harass a woman or a child? And how can she come and talk about it? So why we always look into the criminal point of view?
I like Namrata Chadda also to come in. She's a lawyer and activist from Bhubaneswar. Namrata Chadda, lawyer and activist from Bhubaneswar, also wants to make a point to you, Shashmit Patra. Namrata Chadda, the member of parliament and spokesperson of the BJP, says he's willing to give a commitment. You want to hear him first? Okay, Shashmit, go on. Make your point. Make your point.
Arnab, I can assure you on this show, that the Biju Janata Dal government, I tell you two things, Arnab, let me make point very clear. Do you remember the last time ever Article 311 2B of the Constitution was used and invoked by any government in this country? You can do a research through your channel. Any government in this country to summarily dismiss a person immediately arrested. That's one. Point number two, on behalf of the BJP government, on behalf of my leader, I am promising you the state government will go for the
Namrata.
that is under the POCSO Act.
Yeah, but
No,
Namrata.
I want to tell you one thing. This is not a one-night stand, or it is not a only the incident. It was the continuous exploitation of one girl who is from a very backward area. She is a tribal girl. She is a child. And it is not by the only police officer, it is by the gang of people, all the senior officer along with his junior officer and his personal friends. So this is the long, before Corona it has started, you can think the situation of a girl who has no power, no connection, who has nobody to listen, and that man is in power, and they are playing with politics, with power, with the sentiment of poor tribal
T.R.
people.
Kakkar.
And the one thing I want to tell you one thing more, that there is a nexus between medical officers and police officers. You see, the termination of pregnancy has been done with the supervision of a government doctor. It is not by any private practitioner.
Yeah.
And now they want to tampering the evidences, and these things happen not only the first time. Continuously, it is a continuously since 3 months it has happened.
T.R. Kakkar is make a point to you. T.R. Kakkar
can be defended by anybody.
Yes. Shashmit and T.R. Yeah, go on.
I don't think anybody would be able to protect this inspector, this colleague, and other people who are involved in the raping of this child, this 13-year-old child. I just wanted to correct the MP to say that never before has the Article 311 been, that this Constitution been invoked to dismiss policemen. It is, many times this has been done. Odisha is not a exception. I, as Police Commissioner of Delhi, dismissed 3 people under 311.
Allow me to clarify to the Honorable Senator about the Article 311 2B. I'm specifically saying that how many cases, again I'm questioning, how many cases have been in which Article 311 2B has been invoked in this country.
Arnab, I just have a few things to say, please.
The kind of action
Shashmit, I don't discount that you have arrested the person.
Allow me to come in, please.
I just want you to hear all points of view. Yes, please.
Please.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Shashmit, listen to Nupur, and then we have limited time to close. Yeah.
Shashmit ji, please. Advocating a law is very different from implementation of the law. The fact that the lady advocate before me, the fact that she's put out speaks volumes. When you should be tendering a direction to ensure an SIT is formed, because like she said, if a government doctor can be hands in glove to hide a pregnancy and an abortion, then just imagine what all evidences over the past 4 or 5 months have been hidden. What about the CCTV footage in the Thana? It reminds me of the dastardly Mathura rape case of 1972, wherein the Supreme Court passed a judgment and there was a civil society upheaval which led it to upturn that judgment. I'm just going to say what is going to happen in the investigation. And when you say nothing is going to stop the conviction of the policeman, I'm sorry, that totally depends on evidence. And if so much has been done to hide evidence, I do not know what they have to show in
Shashmit.
And therefore, I'm assuring you, firstly, I'm talking about Article 311 2B.
No, you are going on about one section. I think you should take, I'll give Sonal Mansingh the last word. Sonal Mansingh, very briefly, because you really spoke well at the start. What would you say? What if Naveen Patnaik is watching the program tonight and his young spokesperson's doing a good job? What would you say to the Chief Minister of Odisha?
would say with folded hands, Naveen Babu, please save your Pratishtha. You're not your own, but of Odisha and of the womanhood. And as you said, that the manifesto for election promised women huge power, and he did bring in women MPs.
Yeah.
So now is the time to save
to walk the
and
talk
to stick
on
to
that.
your word. You better do it, Naveen Babu, otherwise we lose faith in you.
All right, well said, Sonal Mansingh. And that's the last word. Viewers, I've overshot the time limit with a promise to be back on time tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.